So for this camp, in any given day, Ryan wakes up and he runs like Forrest Gump. And he doesn't have to, but he does.
I haven't ran without a t-shirt and I don't know how long. I forgot how easy it was without a sauna suit.
8 miles to start each day. Sometimes more, never less.
I start off my day with running because it helps me with my mentality and just helps me think about things. It's really good for my mental health as well. I need to cut weight, so running is the best form of cutting weight for me.
How many miles was that, Ryan?
8 miles, baby.
You know what sort of pace you got?
No.
But it was fast.
But it was damn fast.
How you feel?
Amazing.
They say the potential for greatness lies within all of us. But only those who've achieved greatness can attest to the truth. That it is earned through discipline. Every day, no excuses.
Let me tell you something about Ryan Garcia that the casual fan doesn't want to hear. This man is fighting for his life. Not literally, obviously, but his boxing life, his credibility.
All right, Rhino. It's ready for the cake.
Thank you.
Very well. Discipline is everything. Ryan's super disciplined. One day he says, hey, you gotta cut down on this, cut down on that. It goes down to him and how he's gonna cut his weight and how he's feeling.
Food is damn good. Carlos makes some good food. Weight's coming off, my body's performing well, and we're all doing a great job collaborating together to get the best result possible.
For dinner tonight, we got some real nice beef tenderloin, AKA fillets. Right, got a little mashed potatoes. We got our mushroom mix right here. We're gonna saute them with a little butter. We got our broccoli all blanched off. Ready to fry everything. You have all the elements that he needs to be a top athlete.
I just monitor my eating, keep assessing myself every time I take a bite, see if it worked, if it was enough, if it wasn't enough, and then make adjustments.
You gotta evaluate yourself and master yourself, because nobody's gonna...
His entire brand hangs in the balance when he steps into that ring against Mario Barrios. And here's the kicker. Barrios isn't just some stepping stone. This is a man who's been in there with monsters, who's training like he knows something we don't, and who's building what his camp is calling a trap, specifically designed to catch the golden boy with his guard down. This isn't just another fight.
I'm training Sean, and with Ryan, of course, I'm the assistant trainer, co-trainer. But, you know, again, I'm their dad, so it doesn't matter. I mean, you know.
The vibes are amazing, baby.
For Ryan, the truth is it doesn't matter because he's too disciplined to let the weight or the next day weigh-in be a problem for him.
You think it's just a working out thing, but it's more of a mental battle. And Ryan's so accustomed to it at this point that I truly don't believe it's going to affect him in any way. He just has a mission and he knows what he needs to accomplish.
It's pretty much the same process, getting down to 140 and then understanding when you got to make that final cut. You don't want to do it too early because it's tough living in dehydration. That's why you have to pay attention to every moment, how much water intake, just so you can balance and make things a little bit more easier.
This is a full-blown reputation audit, a character examination under the brightest lights. And frankly, it's the most dangerous crossroads either man has faced in their entire career. Let's rewind for a second. Ryan Garcia, the pretty boy with the lightning hands, the social media sensation, the fighter who promised to revolutionize boxing, got absolutely humbled by Rolando Romero. Humbled. There's no other word for it.
For yourself.
You've been with me too long.
Too long, baby. Right now, we're about 3 weeks away, so we're getting ready to hit our peak phase, all the explosive work. We've been doing it 6 years now.
So when he comes in, I see immediately where he's at, and that's how we break our workout out for that day.
Pain is, you can't do anything about it. You just have to accept it. The best move you could do is to keep going. If you're gonna stop during the workout, don't work out. Just wait for tomorrow. If your body needs that much rest, then get your ass home and sleep.
Everybody always wants to cut 5 to 10 pounds the last week of the fight, but during that week, you lose your strength. We ain't losing no strength. We doing this the right way. He's eating right, he has nutrition on point, we're doing the strength and conditioning on point. We're way ahead of schedule. We're ready to fight right now if we needed to, and we still got 3 weeks left. That's the crazy part. We're keeping the focus, we're keeping it strong, we're keeping it powerful, we're keeping it explosive. Man, we're just excited for this fight.
The kid who talked about being the face of boxing, who flashed $1 million watches on Instagram, who seemed more interested in Hollywood than hooks, got exposed. And you know what? Maybe that loss was the best thing that ever happened to him. Because the Ryan Garcia we're seeing now, he's different. He's scary different. This man is running miles at the crack of dawn, weighing his chicken breast to the gram, and training under his father, Henry Garcia, like his life depends on every single rep. The noise is gone.
This is where the hard work is done, so I don't mind it. Man, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
You know, like Muhammad Ali said, you know, you hate training, but you suffer so you can live the rest of your life as a champ. So that's why I think every time when I'm tired or anything, I'm just like, let's suffer, come on. Oh, it's good pain. Makes you grow. But I don't really get tired though.
The distractions are supposedly eliminated. The focus is laser sharp. But here's the $1 million question nobody's asking loud enough. Is it real? Or is this just another chapter in the Ryan Garcia reality show, where he plays the redemption arc for the cameras and then crumbles when the real pressure hits? Because let's be brutally honest here. Ryan Garcia has a credibility problem.
Back in Mario's world, the gym is quieter. But don't mistake that for pain-free. Today is strength and conditioning with Coach Tony Brady, whose 2 decades of experience add another layer of expertise to Team Barrios.
This workout's gonna suck today. It usually always does, but I mean, you know, it's the work that's necessary for this fight. I mean, I'm thankful, you know, for Tony Brady, but at the same time, I hate seeing him in here.
He's the boy who cried wolf one too many times. The late-night social media rants, the conspiracy theories, the erratic behavior that made people question if he was more interested in clout than championships. Even his own fans started wondering if he had the discipline to be truly elite. So yeah, he's doing the road work now. Yeah, he's eating clean and saying all the right things. But talk is cheap in boxing. The only currency that matters is what happens between those ropes. And Ryan Garcia owes the world a debt he can only pay with blood, sweat, and an undeniable performance. This fight isn't
by a money team, but his trainer, Hall of Fame tactician Virgil Hunter, helped Andre Ward, Amir Khan, Abner Mares, and others reach stardom, and will bring an edge in experience.
Mario, he's the type of kid that you enjoy coming to the gym for. He understands the importance of coming out and doing a full camp to give himself an opportunity to get in great shape and also to be able to work on some things. You'll make contact with the gloves, okay? Okay. That's a tribute to his dedication and desire. It'll be hard to count the speed. It's a game plan, simple, win.
It's about belts or rankings. It's about answering the question, can Ryan Garcia be taken seriously as an elite fighter? Or is he just an Instagram sensation who happens to box? Now, let's flip the script and talk about Mario Barrios, because this man is being criminally overlooked in the narrative. Everyone wants to make this about Ryan Garcia's redemption tour, but...
I go with my fighter, I look to win, and I predict victory.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes come June 26th to make sure that he isn't successful. It doesn't matter who you are, you know, I'm not giving up this belt.
boom camp.
Barrios isn't showing up to play supporting actor in someone else's movie. This is a fighter who's shared the ring with Gervonta Davis and trained alongside Manny Pacquiao. Read that again. Manny Pacquiao. You don't get those experiences by accident.
Back foot a little bit. You know, he can do a little bit of everything. Counter punch, you know, slip counters, blocking shoots, catching shoots. Like he got a bag. He does. He's average in every single department. Got a really good jab, a hell of a right hand, man. That right hand is gonna be money for him in this fight. I would also say the left hook, to be honest with you. I think one of the most ironic things about Ryan Garcia is
you don't earn those scars without learning something profound about the dark art of hurting people. And under the masterful guidance of Joe Goossen, a trainer who's forgotten more about boxing than most people will ever know, and Tony Brady handling the strength and conditioning, Barrios is being sculpted into something specific, something dangerous.
all his shots, and he has some counter-punching ability where I think he can hurt Ryan Garcia. Do I see this fight going a distance? I don't think this fight's going to go to distance. I think there's going to be a knockout in this fight. It's either going to be Ryan Garcia catching him as he's coming in, or vice versa. You're going to have Barrios catching Ryan Garcia as he comes in.
His camp isn't talking about knockouts or highlight reels. They're talking about building a trap. And that word should send chills down Ryan Garcia's perfectly moisturized spine. Joe Goossen knows Ryan Garcia. He studied him, dissected him, probably watched every frame of that Romero loss on repeat, looking for weaknesses to exploit. And here's the terrifying reality. Ryan Garcia has weaknesses. His defense can be porous. He gets hit more than a fighter with his speed should.
Firing back and finds a way to, make sure the gap ain't too far out. So
this is what pisses me off about Gervonta Davis. I was just thinking about this. Gervonta Davis has beaten Ryan Garcia, he's beaten Mario Barrios, and he's beaten Rolly Romero. And the dude can't keep his act together long enough to become an all-time great or one of the greats of this generation in the sport. I think the dude is so skilled, but he's such a up, dude.
He's one of those guys that's going to come to fight, and we're going to have a great one on our hands. So he just seemed like...
His chin, while decent, isn't granite. And when pressure comes from multiple angles, body work, feints, tactical adjustments, does Ryan have the fight IQ and composure to navigate that storm? Barrios isn't going to try to outspeed Garcia or turn this into a firefight he can't win.
Get through this one. And for Mario Barrios, he's had, the resume is phenomenal. Only problem is he doesn't win a lot of the biggest fights of his career, right? He loses to Gervonta, loses to Keith Thurman, draw with Abel Ramos, draw with Manny Pacquiao. Barrios needs that signature win in his career. He has the Ugas win, that's a big one, but Ryan Garcia would take him over the hump. And again, you could say that he, and him being the champion, unifications are out there. Rolly Romero is there. Again, Devin Haney at 147. You have potentially a Conor Benn fight for the WBC belt. He can continue to put himself in.
He's going to be methodical, patient, and when the moment presents itself, he's going to uncork that devastating right hand that's put multiple opponents to sleep. Tim Bradley isn't predicting a decision. He's predicting a knockout. And Bradley doesn't make predictions like that lightly. He's seen something in the tape, something in Barrios' preparation, that tells him this fight ends with someone flat on the canvas.
Here should be just more focused and locked in, because if he wins world champion at 47, and he needs something like that. He's never been world champion, right?
No, he's never been world champion.
So, I don't know. I think he just hung up on the entertainment aspect of it. And, he is where he is. I don't know. I really don't understand it, but I guess he's reached that point where it's hard to tell him. It's hard to tell him because he made so much money, and, he is.
Wade Plem nailed it when he talked about the legacy pressure suffocating both fighters. For Garcia, this is about proving he's not a fraud, that the talent everyone saw in him as a prospect wasn't just a smoke and mirrors. For Barrios, this is about finally getting that signature victory that transforms him from solid fighter to legitimate contender in the minds of fans and promoters. Both men are fighting for validation, but they're also fighting with the weight of what if crushing their shoulders.
Just comb his hair to the side, clean his face up, and he looked like an innocent kid again. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's hard to take him serious. If I was Barrios, I wouldn't even fight him. For real. If I was Barrios' manager, I wouldn't even have him fight that guy. Because you really, You beat him, but then it's like, all right, you beat Ryan Garcia though. He's been beat before and he's not taking the game serious. He beat you.
What if Garcia loses again? What if all this talk about renewed focus was just window dressing? What if Barrios wins but Garcia looks so distracted and unprepared that nobody gives him credit? That's the nightmare scenario. Barrios wins but the boxing world shrugs and says, well, Garcia wasn't really there mentally anyway. And Greg Hackett brought up the elephant in the room that nobody else wants to acknowledge. Is Ryan Garcia really locked in? Or is this just good PR because we've all seen the social media posts, the late night streams, the controversial takes that keep Garcia trending for all the wrong reasons? Can a man who seems addicted to chaos and attention truly transform it into a disciplined, focused prize fighter? Or is discipline just another costume he's wearing until it gets uncomfortable? Hackett's skepticism is brutal but fair. If Garcia shows up unfocused, if the old patterns reemerge, then beating him doesn't carry the same weight. It becomes less about Barrios proving himself and more about Garcia proving the doubters right. This is what makes this fight absolutely electric. It's not just about who's the better boxer on paper. It's about character, growth, discipline, and whether redemption is real or just a fairy tale we tell ourselves. Both fighters are standing at the edge of a cliff. One wrong step, one moment of hesitation, one lapse in concentration, and they plummet into irrelevance or at least into the purgatory of what could have been. The stakes couldn't be higher, the pressure couldn't be more intense. And somewhere in the middle of all this drama, two men are going to throw leather and find out exactly who they are when everything is on the line. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios isn't just a fight. It's a reckoning. It's a trial by combat where the verdict will be delivered in bruises, blood, and the cold, unforgiving judgment of the boxing world. One man walks out validated, redeemed, and ready to conquer the division. The other walks out broken, questioned, and forced to confront the brutal reality that maybe, just maybe, they aren't who they thought they were. That's the beauty and horror of boxing. It strips away the illusions and reveals the truth, whether you're ready for it or not. So when that bell rings, forget the hype. Forget the social media noise, forget everything except this. Two fighters with everything to prove and everything to lose. May the best man survive.